Alrighty, so we're back here at North Downing Street. Today we actually have access to the roof. Last time we were here, we were stopped by the weather. It was still snowing, so we could not access the roof safely. So we're going to go ahead and hop down the ventilation stack here and take a look at the insides. In addition to the original report, I did recommend that the lockdown bolts to the main and only toilet be replaced for emergency access to the sewer line. Also looks like that toilet has been slowly and continuously leaking from the tank into the bowl, which is not uncommon with older appliances like this. Sometimes those flappers become really eroded over time, so if they're like 15, 20 years old, they just don't seal as well, and eventually they do stop working. So, and stuff like that is typically about 10, 12 bucks to get fixed. So visual inspection of the basement shows that there is a primary stack here with a bunch of newer PVC that's tied into it. None of that newer PVC has a 3-inch cleanout. And this would be going past the foundation wall over towards the neighbor's side. So we're more than likely tying into a common for them here. Just as I thought, and here at 20 feet we definitely have a shared line and very possibly our transition point right here at 18 feet. We're going to go ahead and measure that out, see if that's actually our transition point, if we actually have something a little bit further down. Alright, and I am keen to believe that that point at 20 feet, 18 feet is our transition point. We do have some nice dual sweep cleanouts here at 38 feet, but that would be underneath the neighbor's decking. Those dual sweep cleanouts are going to be crucial for the health of this line. As we can see, we've got some original cast iron inside, and outside we do have a good chunk of PVC. But as you see here, we definitely do have clay with previous signs of root intrusions. And even if you do cut down those trees and get rid of the bushes nearby, trees have been known to put in the extra effort to grow further for water sources that they find. So the trees in this yard would very well be able to climb across both backyards, underneath the yard, and get into these sewer lines. But having those dual sweep access points is great for future maintenance. And here at 69 feet, you can see here we have a crack in the line. This one's interesting because we do have a crack. It is separated, but it is not leaking. Not visibly, at least. So we're going to go ahead and sit here, see how this reacts. This is still cracked and needs to be repaired, but there is a good chance that the sealant around the original bell collar here is still holding. But that's really the only thing that's holding up this joint. So yeah, we do have movement, but not through the crack here. It's moving past it further down the line. So we're going to go ahead and locate that on our way back. Just going to go ahead and push out towards the main and make sure there's no other repairs that we need to recommend. Out towards the line into the aggressive drop into the main, we definitely have some shifting and some offsets. I didn't see signs of any physical damage in those areas, but we're going to go ahead and flush, clear off the camera, and double check our work on the way back. As far as this collar is concerned though, it looks pretty good. Alrighty, we've got this located up. It's just a little under 4 feet deep. So, and it's out in the parking area. Looks like this line possibly connects 2 different duplexes, possibly a third one at the corner. Can't really tell where this is running from because no one's really home to run water right now. We're going to go ahead and get this pulled out. In addition to the repairs at 69 feet there, I would like to see that the toilet be made accessible for emergencies, just in case you can't get underneath the neighbor's deck if there's ever a backup. In addition to that, I would also recommend that the tank assembly be replaced. Those are not that expensive. Tank assembly kits typically run about $40–45 at Home Depot. So those are pretty cheap to take care of. Get those things taken care of, get this repaired, and then in addition to those repairs, we always recommend the rescope, verify the work, make sure it was done properly. There is a tie-in there to another unit, so that could get a little complicated, but it shouldn't be too hard to deal with because, again, it is barely under 4 feet in depth there. That's a pretty